Hindsight, such a beautiful thing. So frustrating at times, but with that being said, we're going to share with you some of the biggest fat loss mistakes we've made so you don't have to.
One thing we always see in kind of health and fitness and training now is more is better. More is not better, better is better. So I'm going to share one of my experiences real quick, and it's basically about following a diet that isn't really great for you and you're not enjoying it, but you stick at it because of the end result, knowing that it's not sustainable long term. For me, this was a low carb diet, and I know lots of people get on really well with them. Sure. I have got nothing against them, it just wasn't great for me. I stuck at it for a year, don't get me wrong, I got in great shape, so I got the result that I wanted, but it wasn't sustainable and it didn't particularly make me happy.
Oh, it definitely didn't make you happy.
And at the end of it, I actually had a little bit of a phobia for carbs for a while until I realised I'm someone that eats a lot of carbs and gets on really well with them. So what I would say is give diets time to bed in. Find out what you liked about them, what you didn't like about them, and then you can move on. You can start to take elements and build a diet that really works for you and is sustainable. Don't do what I did and just belligerently stick at something for quite a long time, to be honest. A year's a long time when you're not enjoying stuff and it's not set for you. There is so many different ways of eating and training out there that you can 100% find something that suits your lifestyle.
Next up, I should have got this as a tattoo. I've got enough tattoos that don't mean anything. This one is something that was scarred into my brain, into my soul. Sweat is fat crying. Yep, that got said to me enough times when I was younger that every single time I went into the gym and I was like, right, I want to lose a little bit of timber, I want to strip a little bit of fat. I was like, right, what's the first thing I'm going to do? Bang, I'm going to go and do a load of cardio, because you know what the cardio does to me? It makes me sweat. And there was an association with sweat and fat loss. And it's not the best indicator of fat loss. Put it like this, I could go on the treadmill, sweat my little backside off for an hour at a time. But overall, in the big grand scheme of things, if I still overeat on calories, I'm not going to lose fat. We all know it's about energy balance and a basic caloric deficit. So as John was saying with nutrition, when you choose your training style to help you lose fat, pick the things that you enjoy. Don't pick the thing that just makes you sweat the most, because you could lift weights. And guess what? You're still going to be burning calories that way. So make sure that it's an enjoyable, sustainable process.
You knew it was going to happen, didn't you? You knew it was going to be in there when we talk about fat loss. That is supplements.
Oh my giddy up.
Supplements that I've tried that made me run to the loo.
Fat burners.
Yes. All these different things which 99.9% of the time are a waste of time. If you haven't got your nutrition nailed first, they're 100% a waste of time anyway, because they're not going to correct things that are wrong. It's that extra little 1%. Having said that, the kind of supplements and things that are any use mainly revolves around caffeine. Reason caffeine helps with fat loss is it raises your stress hormones in your body. It helps free up fatty acids. So when we get fat in our body, like let's take a clump of fat, it has to be freed up into fatty acids in the bloodstream before we can oxidize it and burn it. That was my kind of simplish, nerdy bit. So caffeine is one of the best things, but again, we don't just want to rely on caffeine. It's good to use before our workouts, but if we're stressed all the time as it is, it's just another stressor that we put on the body. So it's about building it around for you. So take things like Leon said, sweat is fat crying. For someone who's never done exercise before, brilliant. Okay, they don't know much about fitness. If they just go out and they walk and they start to build up a sweat, that's great for them. When you start to understand training a little bit more, we have to start to put some of these motivation things to side and start to realize that they don't really hold that much warrant in terms of fact, but they do give us some motivation.
It's almost like a little bit of a placebo sometimes with those kind of phrases. They can kind of get you into the right frame of mind. They can get you pushing forward, which is fantastic, but we have to know where that tipping point is, I think.
No, I totally agree. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up. Please share below any comments or things that you think have been stigmas for you, or things that you thought you had to do. Maybe some of them are right, maybe some of them are wrong. We'll do our best to comment them below. Hell, you might even get a comment out there that we pick for the next video.
Boom. Thanks guys. See you soon.
Bye team.